I already had Phantom Lord and Phantom Blue on my channel. Today I'm going to talk about Phantom, the power metal band from New York. Not to be confused with several other bands with the same name. Their story began as far back as 1983 when drummer Mike Gandia and guitarist Neil Santel asked singer Eddie Green, better known as Falcon Eddie, to write some songs with them. Their demo tape in '86 was picked up by New Renaissance Records, who would put out the first Phantom LP in '87. New Renaissance Records were known in the underground scene since they distributed albums from bands like Anvil Bitch, At War and Hellion. Yet Phantom didn't get that kind of deal where you have a decent budget for recording and promotion. They had literally signed the first record deal offer which came along, instead of searching and negotiating for something better. Thus their first album, entitled Dead or Alive, suffered from muddy sound, a poor production. At least it started to get their name around. The review in Metal Hammer magazine mentions good craftsmanship and talent, especially for the guitar playing and singing, calling the album good but not great, which is probably quite representative for the reception at the time. Phantom played live shows locally in the New York area only. In 1988 they began to record songs for a second album in New Jersey, but that didn't get finished. The drummer and bass player left, and Phantom got in Charlie on bass and John on drums to replace them. They dropped the deal with New Renaissance, and indeed they got a better offer from German independent label Shark Records. Shark had already signed bands like Power Lord and Titan Force, so they obviously had a keen eye on the power metal scene in America. 1991 they asked Phantom to come to Germany and record more new songs for their second album, which would simply be self-titled. Now this was a great experience for the band, finally working in a professional studio with a good producer, so the album was a big jump forward musically. However, neither did it become a success in sales, nor was a tour in Europe offered, which should have been the logical next step, being on a European label. Neil and John left the band, Eddie and Charlie got in new guys for guitar and drums, Fate and Tony, and they worked on the third album, Cyberchrist, to be released also by Shark Records in 1993. This became their masterpiece. If you're talking about the best US power metal albums of the 90s, you should have Cyberchrist on your list. I'd like to play all songs to you, but with great restraint, I limit that to just 3. Reviewers in the 90s compared Cyberchrist to Judas Priest's Painkiller a lot for its speed and energy. Personally, I'd rather compare it to Vicious Rumors. Songs like Big Daddy and Psycho Zoo sound groovier than the old stuff. However, Cyberchrist was released at a very bad time in the middle of the grunge wave. Power metal wasn't requested anymore and the band fell apart subsequently. A compilation entitled The Best of the Rest appeared in 2000. It actually isn't a best-of, but an all-of, since it includes the Cyberchrist album on disc 1, the Phantom album on disc 2, and all the songs from Dead or Alive as bonus tracks. In 2016, Phantom attempted a comeback. 2 unreleased old songs, Lost in LA and The Violence of Twilight, were released as a single and on a new compilation. A couple of shows were played. I found some footage from a gig at Chicago on YouTube. Cyberchrist was re-released on vinyl in 2018. Then the pandemic forced a break, and afterwards we haven't heard from Phantom anymore, except for a message last year that the original drummer Mike has passed away. Eddie is now active in a band called Nova Scalis. Do yourself a favor and look out for Cyberchrist, one of the most underrated power metal albums of the 90s. Bye for now.